Poldy harness testing. So we'll see the Poldy harness testing equipments. The aim of this Poldy harness testing is to check the Brinell hardness number. So this is the body of that Poldy harness testing, and it is having this ball indenter having the 10 mm diameter. So we'll keep this here. Then we are going to check this Poldy harness on this mild steel specimen. Okay, by using this Poldy harness we are going to check the Brinell hardness number. So this is mild steel specimen. Next, this is the standard bar of known hardness is required. So its hardness is about 189 BHN. So we know the hardness of the standard bar, and we are going to check the hardness of this mild steel specimen. Next, the chart is provided to you to check the diagonals. Okay, so if this, you can observe here the earlier indentations on the standard bar. Okay, so you can measure this earlier indentations, diameter of this earlier indentations using this eyepiece. So you can put the eyepiece and measure this indentation here. Similarly, you measure the indentation by putting this eyepiece on the specimen, and after that you will have the two different readings, one reading of diagonal of this mild steel specimen and one diagonal reading of this, one diameter reading of this mild steel specimen and one diameter reading of this standard bar. And you can observe that in the chart, where you can see here one diameter is on this X side and one diameter is on the Y side. Okay, so from that you can easily pick the values of BHN. Principal working of this Poldy harness test is similar to that of the Brinell hardness testing. Okay, we have taken the readings in this Brinell hardness number, so we'll make the impressions on this mild steel specimen as well as make the impression of this standard bar. So let us put this standard bar inside this section. So in this section we are putting the standard bar. So we have adjusted the standard bar here. Okay, and we'll keep this arrangement on the left hand and put this specimen here. Okay, and then we'll put this left hand arrangement onto this specimen, and by using this hammer we'll make a blow on the top of this plunger, so that two diameter impressions will be made. So one impression will be made on this standard bar and one impression will be made on this specimen. Okay, so let us take the reading. So I am putting this arrangement onto this specimen, folding this specimen like this in the left hand, and by using the hammer, let us blow the hammer on the top of the plunger to make the impressions. Now you can see the impressions is made here onto this specimen. So you can observe here the impression. So inside this circle I mark, there is an impression. Now by using this eyepiece, we'll check its diameter. Now by using this eyepiece, so we'll take the impression on this specimen. So first we'll see the details of this eyepiece. So this eyepiece is having the scale here. So here it is a scale. So here it is a scale. Its least count is 0.1 mm. So you can see the scale now. How is this? Now you can see it is having 0 to 10, okay, and each division counts 0.1 mm. Now I am taking the reading of this impression on the specimen by using the eyepiece. So we will keep this specimen, this eyepiece here, and we'll adjust the 0 point at 1A. So I am seeing here the diagonal of that impression, and total 10 digits are occupied by that diagonal. Okay, so size of that diagonal, the diameter of the diagonal is 10 digits, and its one digit is 0.1 mm. So the 0.1 into 10, that is 1 mm, is the impression on this standard bar as well by using this eyepiece. So we will remove the standard bar here on this point, and let us mark this impression. So here, this is the impression you are observing. This is the impression on the standard bar. Okay, so also by using this eyepiece, I am going to check the diameter of impression on the standard bar. Now, adjusting the 0 to one side of this impression. Now this impression occupies almost 15 digits, okay, 15 divisions. So 15 into least count 0.1 mm, so it is about 1.5 mm impression. So the diameter of impression on this standard bar is 1.5 mm. Now we have taken the readings. So see the reading for this Poldy hardness test. So we have the value, the BHN of the standard bar is 189 BHN, as it is shown on the standard bar, 189 BHN. Then we have taken the diameter of ball indenter. So this is the ball indenter of known diameter, and it is of 10 mm, and its notation is capital D, symbol is capital D. Then the impression on specimen is 1 mm. So you have taken the impression on specimen of this impression here by using this eyepiece. So it is observed at 1 mm, and the impression on standard bar is 1.5 mm, that is a D standard is about 1.5 mm. So we have taken the impression, calculated this impression by using this eyepiece. Okay, now we have to put all this value in this formula. So this formula we have already studied in unit number 2 under Brinell hardness testing. So what is the formula? The Brinell hardness number for the specimen is equal to capital D minus under root capital D square minus small d standard square divided by capital D minus under root capital D square minus small d specimen square into BHN of standard. Okay, now we have the values of capital D. So capital D is known, that is about 10 mm. Capital D is known. Then D standard is also known. So D standard here is 1.5 mm. D specimen is known, it is 1 mm. Okay, and BHN of standard bar is known, that is 189 BHN. So by putting all this value, you can find the BHN of this specimen, and you will write the final reading here. So I am here concluding that this Poldy hardness testing is used where the portability of the specimen is not possible. So you can take this particular plunger and go to any material, steel material, and just hammer it, and you can observe the reading. Also in this Poldy hardness test, you can take the readings in the range of the hardnesses. Okay. Also it requires only one formula, so it is a fast process, and also it does not require any skill operator. Only the main condition for this particular test is when you hammer it, so the blow of this hammer is different from the different people. So only we need to take care about the exact blow of this hammer. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this, do like, subscribe and comment.